really shook me up, just seeing those cars that close to the fire and the smoke.
A deadly semi-truck crash on C470 ends in smoke.
You know, you're never ready, but, you know.
Was finally ready for the regular season. The changes they're making before heading into the first official game of the season.
And as we end your work week heading into the holiday weekend, things are looking good. Seasonal temperatures in the 80s today, but we're not done with the heat just yet. We'll talk about how close we'll get to some records for your Labor Day weekend.
Live from Denver, this is Fox 31 News at 5.
Glad you have you with us. 5 o'clock. Happy Friday morning. I'm Kirk Yonke.
I'm Megan O'Halloran, and we're going to get a check at your morning drive with Sam in just a second. But of course, weather talk.
Some pretty pleasant conditions as you head out the door early this morning. Backus and Schenker Sky Cam do have a few clouds that have lingered with us overnight. So as you step out this morning, it's pretty comfortable. Upper 50s and low 60s so far here in the Denver area. It's 55 in Akron, 59 in Bennett. 6 those kids out at the bus stop this morning. Temperatures in the mid-60s. We do have storms this afternoon, though. We use Futurecast to pick one. Let's check in with the morning drive. How are those roads?
Yeah, up in the Fort Collins area. Be here at Mountain Vista, down to Mulberry or Highway 14. Reopened by about 7 o'clock this morning, so plan out your alternate. A lot of police activity in the Denver area. Kentucky and Irving, Maxwell Avenue and Altura Street, as well as 7th Avenue and Moline. Do watch out for possible restrictions at all of those intersections. Also a listed closure and an associated power outage due to a crash that happened on Highway 93 at Highway 170, guys.
C470 cleaning up after the
News at 11. CDOT camera showing the smoke billowing up after the crash. There it is. That's what we're referencing there. Fox 31's Lisa D'Souza live on C470 with the newest on the investigation. Lisa?
C470 opened back up late. Expecting CDOT crews to be out here repairing the roads, likely when the sun comes up. Meantime, a nearby bike path is still closed off here this morning. Now, the Colorado State Patrol says this investigation is just beginning. The lives of 2 people. We know that Thursday morning, a semi-truck driver crossed over the median from eastbound C470 between Bowles and Ken Carl into the westbound lanes. This is all according to CSP. That truck smashing through 2 guardrails and a concrete barrier. The cab of the truck veering off an embankment, CSP says, catching fire with another truck caught underneath, or car rather. Now that driver and the truck driver both killed, 3 other cars hit. One witness who captured this dash cam video you're looking at now describes people quick to help in the chaos.
People were jumping out of their cars and running toward. And as I got forward, you could see other cars that were in the median or off to the side.
And certainly a lot of questions here remain this morning. We don't know what caused that truck driver to veer into the median. Meantime, the names of both of those victims have not yet been released. Live in Littleton, Lisa D'Souza, Fox 31.
All right, Lisa, thank you. A tragic situation out there yesterday. Did have safety barriers in place. In fact, there are cable barriers in the median for much of C470 guardrail, but because the cables can't flex, there's 2 guardrails and went through a concrete wall. We know that it was loaded with sand, easily weighed it driving downhill at highway speed. So we asked CDOT's chief engineer if any barrier could have stopped that semi.
We know from the research that the only thing that can really stop a semi is a concrete barrier, right? But that's not true 100% of the time.
CDOT has temporary barriers in place where the crash happened, and they say they're working on fixing them.
We have new developments. This convicted of child abuse and violation of protection order is sentenced. Adrian Stone will spend 5 months. She's accused of threatening her oldest son with a knife. He moved out afterward. Of her 7 youngest kids after her conviction. To hear what they think about the conviction and the sentencing, head over to our Fox 31 News app. And another update to a story the problem solvers broke this week. The woman who was forced to give birth in jail. Now she's also suing the Sheriff's Department and Denver Health, which provides the nurses at the jail. She was forced to give birth in her cell, even though she begged to be taken to a hospital. The Denver Sheriff putting out a new statement saying it's changed its policies to ensure an inmate in labor will immediately be taken to the hospital. To read that full statement, we've got it on our website right now.
5:05 right now. The U.S. Surgeon General telling pregnant women and teenagers to put down the pipe. Dr. Jerome Adams says pregnant women are using marijuana more than any other illicit drug, saying it can lead to a lower birth weight.
science tells us the higher the THC delivery, increase in emergency department visits for psychosis, overdose, and accident. Who begin marijuana use during adolescence become addicted.
For those adolescents, says it can affect areas of the brain involved with attention, memory, decision-making, and motivation. And there's a new study out linking unhealthy food and depression in teenagers. Researchers at the University of Alabama at Birmingham analyzed 84 middle schoolers from low-income communities, testing low levels of potassium in the group as well as symptoms of depression with the children and their parents. A year and a half later, researchers tested the group again and noticed more signs of depression.
The nation's Seven Peaks Music Festival this Labor Day weekend. Tickets camp out featuring performances by big names like Dierks Bentley and Luke Bryan. Lots of excitement.
They're doing
that.
old school country tonight.
What does that mean?
Like Tracy Lawrence, all the older names.
Cool.
They're back. Yeah, it'll be fun. Well, we're excited for you to join us for the Broncos Fit 7K and Expo this Sunday. Right now, you can sign up to win a replica helmet signed by the Broncos cornerback. Broncos game, that's a home game in October. Also to sign up to win. Well, the Broncos are ready for the regular season, and their first game is against the Raiders. That'll be Monday, September 9th. Last night, they beat the Arizona Cardinals at Mile High Stadium. Malik Reed had a pair of sacks, and Denver capped defense in the team's 20-7 win. The Broncos will play the Raiders in Monday Night Football at the Oakland Coliseum. You can catch the next two games right here on Fox 31. On week 2, they're going to play their home opener against the Chicago Bears. You can watch them playing the Green Bay Packers on the road on the 22nd.
Last night was game number 2 for the Broncos' new stadium mobile parking pass system. Some fans said there were some hiccups. The mobile phone parking system will not be used for tonight's Rocky Mountain Showdown, by the way. And let's take a live look out of tonight's at 8 o'clock, so it's late. Marks the 91st meeting of CU and CSU's football teams. So they've been doing this for quite some time now. Our photographer got brand new video overnight as crews were setting up the field after the Broncos game. So this was late last night. RTD from the stadium if you're trying to avoid all the crazy traffic. 5 fans who didn't buy prepaid parking permits will have to park at the PM gates. Will open at 6 and all other gates open at 6:30. For more parking and game day information, we've got it all posted on our Fox 31 app. So if you're going to head out there, check out the app, get the information, know before you go.
That's right. We're going to be posting that information about who won the game in our app. We're on it. 5:09 right now. Let's get over to meteorologist Christine Rapp in for Brooks Garner.
Now, we've got the chances of a few showers out there for any of those early. We could have a few storms out there, but for the rest of the game, of course, kickoff 8 o'clock. This is as the temperatures drop. We'll have a little wind out there as well, so you want to have that jacket with you if you are heading to the game tonight. All right, for the rest of our 70s by lunchtime, we'll max out in the mid-80s or so, right where we should be this time of year. But with those thunderstorms, again, it is going to cool us off pretty. Storms are keeping us a good 10 degrees cooler than where we were yesterday afternoon. 86 in Wellington and Fort Collins, and low 80s for the Eastern Plains.
All right, thanks, Christine. Right now, good news. Mountain Vista Drive already reopened to traffic well ahead of schedule, but some bad news in the Denver metro area. A lot of police activity. Kentucky and Irving, Maxwell and Altura. Just watch out for possible restrictions there. Still a listed highway closure at Highway 93 and Highway 170. And also this, some lanes are still restricted in the southbound direction of Colorado Boulevard at Mississippi Avenue. That's due to a water main break from yesterday.
Thank you, Sam. People still living in the Amazon rainforest worried about the fate of their homes.
The latest details on Brazil's move to try and slow the fires burning.
The threat of a major Labor Day hurricane bearing down on the state of Florida and the East Coast. We've got the newest track of Hurricane Dorian. Find out just how.
Watching the Fox 31 Morning News. Giving you
I see how you can help people, and I had no idea what to do.
keeping you and those you love safe.
I want to know I'm being counted.
When
The problem solvers are here for you. We're on it.
contact the Fox 31 Problem Solvers. Fox 31 Denver Time Saver Traffic is sponsored by Frank D. Azar and Associates.
What about him? I know. Let's do it. These winding roads to you I'll go on.
This summer, Add a new member to the family. Hurry into the Mercedes-Benz summer event today for exceptional offers. Lease the GLC 300 4MATIC SUV for just $439 a month at the Mercedes-Benz summer event, going on now.
Reserve your ticket today for the St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. Benefiting St. Jude for dollars, you could win a gorgeous home valued at $775,000 and help St. Jude defeat childhood cancer.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed.
Can it help keep us asleep?
Yes, it senses your movements and automatically adjusts to keep you both comfortable. It's the last chance to save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus 0% interest for 30.
Fertility doctor used his own sperm to father countless children.
How many others do you think there are? Dozens? More?
Coming October 2nd.
The Tree Farm's 50 cent trees now get 2 for $1.60. The 50 cent tree sale.
I-25 to exit 235, then 5 miles west.
Hard work leaves a mark. It shows on your clothes. They're branded by sweat, pride, and every stain the job throws at you. For the hardest workers, we've designed the hardest working Tide, so you can leave your mark on the world without the world leaving its mark on your clothes. New Tide Heavy Duty, designed for impossible stains.
Sometimes your voice isn't heard like it should be.
Reach. The problem solvers are here for you. We're on it, giving you the power to protect yourself.
Watch The Problem Solvers every night on Fox 31 News at 9.
Lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti QX60 for $399 a month. Plus, get a special summer bonus at your local Infiniti retailer.
This is Fox 31 News.
And taking action following global criticism of how he's handling the Amazon wildfires. He's banned the use of the fire to clear the land for 2 months for the indigenous community. About 1,000 people we're talking about here now worried that they're going to lose their home.
The next generation. This president came to power, these things are happening a lot more.
Now, the cause of these fires is deforestation, land being to help sustain the world's need for beef. Countries from around the world are pledging help to fight the fires. Hurricane Dorian, meantime, gaining momentum coast headed towards Florida.
Look at these pictures from the International Space Station. You can see that massive storm swirling right there. The Hurricane Center, the National Hurricane Center, saying that it's been upgraded to a Category 2 storm right now. That means it's moving at speeds of around 105 miles per hour. All of Florida, Hurricane Dorian.